Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ronalda Mraasin, and for today, we will talk about the teaching, the noblest of all professions. So, a lot of people say that teaching is a noblest profession, but some wouldn't agree with them. And also, a lot of people think that teaching profession, what they call TGS, is the simplest one. Teacher is only for a teaching lang daw. But do you think it is? For me, definitely is not. Because teaching is the one profession that creates all other professions. So let us define first the teaching. From the word of teaching, defined as engagement with students to enable their understanding and application of knowledge, concepts, and process. So teachers understand the topic and share it with their students by using a different or a variety of method in order for the student comprehend the topic well. So they cultivate that the student become what they wanted to become. And the next is, what is noble mean? According to Oxford Dictionary, it is having or showing a fine personal qualities or high moral principle in ideas. So from the word of high moral principle and ideas, can you imagine, guys, we as a future educator are expecting to be a manifesting high principle. For proper conduct, the word of novel itself is high expectation. And teaching is considered as the noblest than the other profession. So are you wondering why teaching is considering the noblest profession? So I'll give a few reasons why teaching is the noblest profession. And the reason why teaching is the noblest profession of all profession, since all professional underwent education without teacher. So it is the parents of all profession. Real teacher teach us everything. So there is no such other profession that helps one to be a professional as well as only a teacher. So they said that teacher is a selflessness. Selfless because they always to go any extent to help their students. It is indeed that teacher do role at all and makes them a hero, a noble one. Like come to think all the responsibilities that the teacher does in the classroom. So where students treat them as a second mother. For me, being a second mother at school is priceless. Where you have to be a real ones. They are the one who do not just to teach and give the lesson, but they are the one they mold student to be a great leader in the future. And the second reason why is teaching is the noblest of all profession. So if you want to become anything in life, a teacher is much needed, Jude. And the hand of the teacher is to shape the future of the young people or the students. It takes big hand to teach young mind, and a lot of patience is needed because it takes time to teach young mind, and there's a lot of discussion and question to be asked. And next is teaching is considered as means for God, what uses a teacher as instrument to touch lives. Because ever since at the beginning, we already know that our God uses his disciples to teach every people in the land about God teaching. And this is what we just do ever since at the beginning. And some of us really did touch each other lives. Some of the teaching touch lives. So a teacher is nothing different to disciples. A teacher and a public servant shall always uphold the public interest over and above personal interest. Public school teacher are public servants. It the same way that policeman and firefighter and that they are charged to fulfill specific duty and service the common good. Instead of doing their personal interests, they rather choose to be work, fulfill their duties. And the next is a teacher is a model for his or her students. So a teacher can influence their students' behavior, attitudes, and values. So they are not just educator lang or a teacher lang. They carries a great responsibility not just to teach the syllabus or give the extra activities, but they are a role model who inspire and motivate students outside the classroom as much as they are impart knowledge inside it. And also they are responsible for shaping student, making him or her a better person. So to think practically, without a teacher we will not have a doctor. Without a teacher we will not have a good policeman. Or without a teacher we will not have a lawyer. And without a teacher you cannot be a professional individual. So teachers are the backbone of society because they are the role model of a student or guidance into education and give young people the power of education. Because of teacher, our country is further developed socially and economically. So for me, teaching is the noblest among all professions, since all professional underwent education. It is appearance of all professions. So let us be grateful for having our teacher or educator. This instead the teaching is the noblest profession that prove the learning that we learn from them, not just academically lang, but with values as well also. So those all my part, and I'll give the virtual blur to the next reporter. Thank you.